What's up, guys? Ezekiel Gentle back with another video. Today I'm going to do something I've never done, and I'm going to give you a review of one of my favorite foods. It's sardines. In the morning, I use sardines to wake up my mind, get my body energized, and also fill my system with minerals and vitamins. I picked up 4 different options from the nearest grocery store to me, and these are not all the options out there, but these are the options that are available to me. So I'm going to rank them all 4 to you, but I'll do 4 separate videos so that you can see me actually trying it and my reaction. Today, I'll do one in my outfit here. Tomorrow morning, when I'm wearing something else, I'll do another one. And then after 4 of those, I'll put it all together and I'll show you which ones I think are best. Mostly just ranking this on taste. Which ones do I enjoy eating the most? And the thing about this is all the options I have here are soaked in olive oil. I know that sardines in water are better for you than ones in olive oil. I prefer it in olive oil. That's why I'm testing the 4 options here with that setup. These are the 4 options I have here. I'll take you through each one and tell you which one is which. Let's get started. Roland from Morocco, 23 grams of protein. This is the one that has the most amount of protein. Has a box and then a tin. What I like to do is to make sure the tab doesn't peel right off the tin, pick up the lid, but you actually press in with your thumb at the same time. Not quite like a soda, a little bit more forceful. It's skinless and boneless. You are not going to find that on all the options. This one is skinless and boneless. The bones are actually good for you. Skin is good for you. It's also good for you for it to be in water. You know, how much of a great thing do you want to optimize for? Taste is pretty important to me. I'm already eating sardines. They're great for me. How much better for me are they if I have them in water? And if they have the other stuff, don't know, don't care, except for the taste. Let's see what these are. The other thing about sardines, they last a long time. You can take them anywhere. Take them on a ski trip, take them to a hotel, you know they don't have good breakfast. It takes a few minutes to eat. And it's one of those things you can kind of feel vitamins hitting your system. Whereas I eat like a ham sandwich for lunch. It's good. It's really good. I can feel the protein hitting my system, but this is a blast of fish oil, vitamin D, B12, amino acids. I'd say 5 stars out of 5. I don't know what I would change. I love that they don't have bones. Makes them super easy on the throat to go down. I wolfed that down. I'd say 5 stars out of 5. We'll see how the other ones fare. That's going to be hard to beat. It's pretty good. Okay. Talk to you tomorrow. Good morning. This is day 2 of the sardines. About to start work. This is the second one I wanted to test. This is Bella Sardines. Protein level on this is 20 grams. Product of Portugal. Right. So this is Bella Sardines, olive oil with piri piri and has some smoke flavor. I love eating sardines in the morning. Great for the brain, great for the body, great for your skin. These fillets, nice and big fillets. I like the bigger ones. The brand I'm not reviewing is King Oscar. Those are really good. Very small fillets. You see how chunky this sucker is? These are not skinless or boneless. If you remember the ones I just tried yesterday, they were. Skin and the bone are very good for you. These have a little spice to them. So if you don't like spice, do not get these. It really helps add some flavor. As I mentioned, you can get them in water. They're healthier for you technically, but the flavor is not good. So these have a pepper in here, right? Man, if you can see my eyes are watering, it's because it's actually quite spicy. I'm weak when it comes to spice, so if you're like a spicy person, these are probably amazing for you. You don't have time to make eggs, bacon, full breakfast. You're about to go to work. I'm about to go into a meeting. You see like 5 minutes to eat a can of these. And it's a huge amount of protein, a ton of amino acids, omega-3s, B12. My rating on these, because they're so spicy, I'm going to give them a 3. 3 is still good. 3 is still very good. Actually, 3 is good. On a scale of 5, 3 is right in the middle. It's above average. The reason they're not a 4 is that spice, a little bit of a drawback to me. Makes it just a little harder to go down. Maybe they'd be a 3.5 because I do like that the skin and bone are still on there. A ton of additional minerals because of that. But yeah, from Portugal, 20 grams. The other thing that might make them a 3.5 instead of a 3, you don't have the extra packaging. You saw it's just the can. Labels printed on the can. Why doesn't everybody do that? Probably because it's more expensive. It can be a little annoying to be like, all right, here's my box. The box is gone. Here's the can. Now I can eat it. That one, Bella, you just, you're in. Let's say 3.5 for the Bella Sardines from Portugal. Pretty good, a little spicy, skin and bone are in. Okay, that's today. Hey guys, good morning. This is the 3rd sardines I'm trying. This video is all about giving you my honest review on how good these sardines taste. The thing about sardines, they're so good for you. They're so easy to eat. They're full of minerals, amino acids, B12, all the stuff I've already said. Today we're trying out the premium bristling, 15 grams of protein. This one is from Latvia, if you can believe it. Unlike our last one, this one has a box. So most of them have a box. The typical packaging, you got a box, and you got your 10. Quick note, I think I already said once, some of these you can pull the tab, it comes right off. You want to be sure to use your thumb and your finger. These, yeah, you can see the fillets here, much smaller, easier, 2 layers. Interesting that this is 15 grams of protein, and yet it's quite a few more fish. So something to think about. This has skin. This has the bone in. I gotta tell you, this one has the fishiest smell of them all so far. The other thing this one has that the others don't is this fin on the back. I don't mind it, but I can already tell you this is not going to rank as highly as the others for me. Health-wise, this one does have this Certified Sustainable Food, MSC. Maybe there's some more ethical steps taken by this group. Bottoms up. I think making this video has given me nightmares though, because I had a dream last night that I ate the fish out of my fish tank. Traumatizing. There's less oil in here. There's less flavor. They're lightly smoked. The less they're smoked, the more of their original nutrients they'll preserve. I don't mind having them smoked a little bit. It's going to give some flavor. I already told you I don't like the ones in water because the flavor is not good. Very important you wait until after you've had your coffee, or do it before and wash your mouth out. Interacting coffee with sardines, it's an absolute no-go, deal breaker. You notice on the sides of these, they're easier to kind of get in your mouth. I have a big mouth. Some of you might be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to have to split it in two. I don't have to take multiple bites. Me neither. I don't like doing that. Like one per bite. But you know, if you're psycho enough to eat sardines in the morning, you're looking for other benefits than the comfort and the taste. But back to my original point, you're already eating sardines. Make them taste as good as possible. I can already tell you, these are bony. But it says that the species is Clupea Aeryngus membris. None of the others have said what the species is on there, which I think is interesting, kind of odd. I mean, these joints are barely smoked. I'll tell you that right now. Barely. You can tell they're smoked and they're in oil. It's nice. But as I said, quite fishy with these. Time for the review. I'm going to give it 2 stars. Not even average. It's below average. Fair, I guess. The reason is they taste fishy. They smell fishy. They have fins and bone in. It's not pleasing to eat. Like I've said a million times already, I'm already eating sardines. I want it to be as good tasting as possible because I'm getting the benefit of eating them already. So I don't need it to also taste bad. I don't need it to taste super fishy. It's not tasting fishy in like a funky way, like they're bad or anything, but you know, raw fish has a particular smell. And if it's going to be smoked in olive oil, the reason for that is I don't want that smell, right? So go ahead and smoke them longer. The fins, yikes, you know, but got to be really good for you. I give it a 2 because I'm not eating sardines every day and wanting to like force it down. I want it to be enjoyable. I want it to be something I look forward to, and the nourishment to my body and my mind, I want to hit pretty quickly. And so it doesn't have the highest protein count. It's at 15 grams, and it tastes fishy, and it has the skin and bone and fins on. It's going to be a 2-star for me. The only way it could have been lower, a 1-star, would be if it was in water. You know, the ones that are not smoked that are in water, cannot. I absolutely can't. All right, so that's our 3rd one. Tomorrow we'll do our 4th, and then we'll put it all together in the final review. Hey guys, good morning again. This is day number 4, testing out sardines. I've got a great one for you today. This is our last one. After I test this one, I'll put them all 4 together, show you the reviews, and you can make a choice for which ones you want to try. All right, this is Sea Tails Wild Sardines. This is in olive oil, like all the others. This one has lemon in it, all right? So that's a unique take compared to the other ones we've tried. And it has 20 grams of protein. So this plus another one, those 2 have 20. All the others have less. Interesting packaging on this one. It's paper, so we're going to have to unwrap it here. It is a product of Portugal. Companies from Portugal, but they fish in the North Atlantic off the coast of Cornwall in the UK. They have a foundation, fishtailsfoundation.org. All right, as you guys know, we're not testing this stuff based on ethics or anything other than flavor. That's all it is. How enjoyable is it to eat? This is a food that's so good for you. Now, as I'm unwrapping this, I want to show you something that kind of caught my eye the first time I had these. There's this stuff. And at first I was like, ew, what is this? I think it's the adhesive that keeps the paper together. So I don't want to eat that. I do take a rag and I just kind of like, it looks like an eraser. Like you took an eraser and you just tried to erase whatever was on here. Because it's come in every single one I've gotten from this company, I'm pretty sure it's the adhesive for the paper to stay together. Got the tin nicely here. I'm gonna pop it open. I'm gonna drain some of this out. Okay, big old boys. They are big. See how much bigger these are than some of the others? There are only like 4 fish in here, which is actually great because, like I told you, I like the bigger ones. This has bone and skin on, but you can see the tail fins are cut off, unlike the last ones. As you know, I like to try to get as much of it in my mouth in the first bite. The smell in these is not bad. It's definitely more fresh than the ones from yesterday. The lemon, I think, goes a long way in preserving that and keeping that freshness and adding some flavor too. They're lightly smoked, I believe. The lemon really makes it more refreshing, lighter, less heavy. These joints are big. The other benefit to sardines is iron. We talked about B12, amino acids. We didn't talk about iron. Huge amount of iron in these, which is good if you are iron deficient or if you need, your daily amount of iron. Yeah, being at 20 grams protein, I think the lowest we had was 16, then we had 18. Two of them were 20. This is one of those. The flavor is good. It's really not too fishy at all. I know it probably looks extraordinarily fishy on camera. It's really not too bad. I didn't find anywhere that these were lightly smoked. I mean, they're not raw, obviously. Definitely has bone and skin, no fins. Personally, that's a good balance. I don't mind having skin and bone. Don't love the fins. So not having fins on these is definitely working in its favor. The bigger bite size also works in its favor. With 4 huge fillets, that's 4 bites. You got to chew for a while, obviously, but I would rather do that than have, what is it, like 8 or 12 in the other one. There's a bigger one last time. Not bad. So where does this one rank? I would say this one ranks around, to me, 5 would be excellent. Like, what else could be better? This has got to be somewhere, and 4 would be like very good, whereas 3 would be good, 2 would be fair, and 1 would be bad. These, having 20 grams of protein, having the lemon freshness in there, and having the skin and bone but not the fin, that puts it in the 4 to 4.5 category to me. So I would put these way up at the top. I'll say on these, I'm going to give it a 4. Very, very good. Pretty much as good as it can get for sardines. Again, we're eating sardines. This is not going to be a delicacy. This is not caviar. This is not steak. It's a tiny canned fish meal for you to get your body and your mind activated, especially in the morning. It's brain food. A bunch of entrepreneurs eat sardines in the morning. A bunch of people all over the world eat sardines at many times a day. And it's just something that you can do that's super easy, super clean, and very beneficial to your mind, your body, your skin, your hair, your bones. So yeah, I'll give that one a 4. And I'll review the footage, put up a little graph of which one's ranked where, and then that will be the piece. And you can make your own decision. If you know of different brands that you've tried, like King Oscar or other brands that you recommend that you like, please drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear if any of you eat sardines, number 1. And then number 2, if you do, which brand do you eat? Maybe I could find it and I could try it. We could review some more.